story is about a teacher who inspired me, and this is my audience. Hello everyone. I want to take you back to a story that many of us know, Matilda by Roald Dahl. If you're unfamiliar of the story, Matilda is a story about intelligence, courage, and the power of kindness. It's about a bright young girl with neglectful parents and a cruel principal. Despite her challenges, Matilda discovers she has extraordinary telekinetic powers with the help of her kind and caring teacher, Miss Honey. Matilda learns to stand up for herself and others, eventually finding the loving home that she deserves. Whether you read the book, saw the movie, or watched the musical, there's one character who stands out as the heart of the story, Miss Honey. She is kind, soft-spoken, patient, and yet incredibly strong. For me, Miss Honey is more than just a character. She is the reason I was inspired to become a teacher. Let me explain why. From the beginning of the story, we learned that Matilda is a gifted child with extraordinary abilities. But instead of being celebrated, she is ignored and mistreated, not just at home, but even at school by the terrifying principal, Miss Trunchbull. It's Miss Honey who recognizes Matilda's brilliance. She sees what no one else does, a young girl full of potential, intelligence, and heart. That's the first reason why Miss Honey inspired me. She believed in her students even when no one else did. I think one of the most powerful things a teacher can do is believe in students before they believe in themselves. When I watched Miss Honey nurture Matilda's gifts, it reminded me that that being a teacher is not just about delivering lessons. It is about seeing students for who they are and who they could become. The second reason Miss Honey inspired me is because she is gentle but never weak. In a world filled with loud voices and fear, Miss Honey remained calm and kind. She didn't fight back with anger, and she led with empathy and compassion. Despite her own painful childhood and living under the control of Miss Trunchbull, she still chose to be a source of peace and safety for her students. This taught me something important. You don't have to be loud to make a difference. So often we think that strength means being strict, tough, and forceful. But Miss Honey showed that there was strength in kindness, in listening, and in creating a safe space. As a future teacher, I want to be that kind of strong, the kind that lifts up others even when the world tries to bring them down. Another reason Miss Honey is so inspiring is her resilience. Even though she grew up in an abusive home, she lost her parents, and she was forced to live in fear, she didn't let bitterness define her. She chose love, she chose hope, and she chose to pass that on to Matilda. That's something I deeply admire, because teaching isn't always easy.